Good morning. It's good to be with you this rainy morning. Uh, Looks like we're going to get a lot of rain during the week. So, anybody want to volunteer to build a boat, let me know. We'll work on it. Anyway, I'll be up the church this morning and part of the afternoon. So, if you all need anything, give me a call. Sheila is gone on vacation. Won't be back until later this week. So, anyway, I was thinking about my teenage years and the things that we listened to. We talked about it at the table at devotions about how the music kind of infected us and how we kind of drew a lot of ideologies from what the music said. R.A. Clark writes about that very same thing in his book called Glasses in the Grass, and he titled it A Song in the Night. It says, during my teenage years, most of the radio stations I listened to were on the AM frequencies. These AM stations were restricted during the daylight hours as to the amount of power they could use to project their signals. I remember waiting each night for KAAY out of Little Rock, Arkansas, to boost their signal. It came in clear as a bell way down in South Louisiana. I could only tune in because of the station's power increase. In the light of the day, only static came from that frequency, but each night there it was. Listening to a radio broadcast in the night is a picture of what it is like to hear God. His word comes in so clearly when we get quiet enough to hear him. The night times are when we can boost his word into our hearts. In Psalms 119, verses 147 through 148 says this, I rise before the dawning of the morning and cry for help. I hope in your word. My eyes are awake through the night watches, that I may meditate on your word. The psalmist made it a purposeful act to tune into what God was saying. He rose early in the morning before the busyness and the noise of the day began to drown out the reception. I had to tune my radio to 1090 on my radio dial to receive the station out of Little Rock. No other spot on the dial would pick up that signal. God speaks on his frequency. We must dial him in at that point or we miss him entirely. Then the psalmist said that I may meditate on your word. The idea here is not casual listening, but to ponder and converse with oneself. Sometimes, when I would hear a song that I knew well, I could sing along. It wasn't pretty, but I was communing with the signal. This is a little like meditating on God's word. We rehearse it until we can sing along with God's word in harmony with that signal. In your dark times, tune in to God and his word. Pretty good advice. We don't know what the day will bring, but we can always tune in to God's word. You got your radio on? Are you listening? I remember the song, Turn Your Radio On, Get in Touch with God. And that is a good example and advice for us today. God bless you. Have a great day.
Good devotion.